Hey, I want to talk a little bit today about rents. Guess what? They're going up. So, landlords sought increases of 17 to 18% for vacant units. So, with the units vacant, you can pretty much ask whatever you want. If someone's in it, then your hands are tied a little bit, depending on where you are and all that stuff. But anyway, 17 to 18% is huge, right? So, if you're thinking, oh, I can't afford to buy a home, well, how much longer can you continue to afford higher rent? That would be my question for you. And the truth is, right now, there are very few units available. There's very little building going on, so we don't see really an end to that. Vacancy rate are near 2-decade lows. And then average rent for a vacant unit went up 18% in Orange County, and that's $988 a month more than it was in 2010. So, if you think renting is a good idea, you need to plan for rental increases as time goes by. And vacancy rates, 2.4% in Orange County and the Inland Empire, and 3.1% in LA County. There just aren't any units available. I have people asking me, hey, can you find out something that's for rent? It's like, well, yeah, but see, the concept is I get paid, and the truth is I don't. If somebody asks me for this, I just help them find it. But most landlords or most owners, especially the small ones, they don't need to market to us. They could just put a sign in the dirt. They can maybe throw an ad on the internet, for rent, and they're going to get their unit rented, and they're probably going to have competition for it. They might even drive up prices above the listed rent you're hoping to get. So this is crazy, and in fact, we've never seen occupancy this high. And then when we talk about those numbers, it's important to understand that the organizations that compute those numbers, they're using big-time owners. They're using corporate owners. They're not using guys like me, a couple of units here, a couple of units there, kind of thing. It's not like that. So it does tend to skew it a little bit, because the guys like me tend to have fewer vacant units. We just want to keep them rented all the time. Explosive rent, and it's not just the pent-up demand. There's an undersupply of new units. I keep saying this over and over again. We've been underbuilding now for over 10 years, and right now, with the high cost of land, the high cost of construction, the uncertainty of the cost of goods, the uncertainty of being able to find workers, these make it really hard for builders to go out there and say, hey, yeah, I'm gonna do this project over the next 3 years. I'm gonna find a piece of land and I'm gonna build it and then I'm gonna lease it out. There's a lot of risk involved in that right now. So it's not making it easier for these builders to pencil out their projects. And then, I already said that. One tenant, now this is a guy who actually still lives, and he got his increase 9.2%. Up to $44.25 a month, and that's in Irvine, one guy. But normally, you're talking about 2.5%, 3.5%. We just raised ours up 5%. We went big this year, which is still low compared to most people. My tenants are lucky, I guess I would say. And then there is a new state law capping rent hikes at 5% plus inflation, which these days is pretty high. And then another one, a Huntington Beach tenant complained that their 4-year-old building will go up $1,100 to over $3,500, because also that 5% thing doesn't include units that have been built within the last 15 years. So there are exceptions. And so the bottom line is we might see rent hikes easing, just like we have to see mortgage rate easing. We have to see sales prices easing, but still on the upward swing. So don't expect rents to go down anytime soon. I hope you found that helpful. Be sure and like it, whether you did or not. Thank you.